Yesterday we started to talk about kings and queens, but now we're going to look at some kings and queens who are still alive and ruling today. Now, like we talked about, there are still kings and queens today living in different countries in the world. And this map shows countries that still have a monarchy today. Some of them are still the rulers of their country and are still in charge, but many countries also have elected officials who work together to make decisions. So, let's meet some of today's kings and queens. This man right here is Topu the Sixth, and that is his wife, and they're the king and queen of Tonga, which is an island over here in the Pacific. We have, whoops, I gotta move my little picture so you all can see the pictures. Okay, so this is Bhutan's king and his wife, who's the queen. He is known as the Dragon King. Now this is Queen Elizabeth II, and she is the queen of the United Kingdom. Pretty cool. Can you tell that that this is the king and this is the queen? What about him? Can you tell he's the king? How do you know? What evidence do you have based on these pictures that these are in the royal family? I see a lot of sparkly jewelry. Over here we have Brunei's Sultan. That's their word for king. He is the Sultan of Brunei. And here we have Cambodia's king. What do you think about these two men? Do they look like kings to you? Pause the video and talk about it. Now, here we have some other kings and queens. We have the Queen Margaret II of Denmark. And over here we have Japan's emperor. Right? Emperor is another word. Ooh, look at the people behind him. What do you see on all of these people? Does she look like a queen to you? Does he look like a king? Now this is the king of Jordan, Abdullah. And this is the sheikh, or also the king, who's the king of Kuwait. In Kuwait, the word they use is emir, but he's the king of Kuwait, and this is the king of Jordan, Abdullah and Sheikh. Over here we have King Mohammed VI of Morocco and his wife. Do they look royal to you? Over here we have King Harald V of Norway. Guess what? My older sister lives in Norway, so she lives in the country that this man rules. Here we have the ruler of Oman, and here we have King Salman of Saudi Arabia. What do you notice about all of these kings and queens? I'm curious. I really want to hear what you have to say about this. Here we have Felipe, who's the king of Spain, and here we have Mswati. Now he is the king of Swaziland. Do you see this plaque in front of him looking very official? Over here we have the king of Lesotho, and here we have the king of Malaysia. My little video keeps moving around. So we have the king of Lesotho and the king of Malaysia. There are so many different kings and queens, so I hope you were paying attention to what they look like. They wear different things, but they all look like they're very important people. So there are also many castles and palaces around the world today. What do you think a castle looks like? Close your eyes and think to yourself, what does a castle look like in your brain? I wonder if the castles I'm going to show you are going to match the picture that you were thinking of. This right here is in Washington, D.C. on the mall. Do you see this picture? Have you seen this building before? You can go in there because it's actually a museum. Here we have a castle at Disneyland. I've never been to Disneyland, but some of you have before. Here we have a castle in the United Kingdom. What do you think about this one? Here we have a castle in Poland. It's looking very red. We have a castle in Germany. I love all of these towers like this. This is a castle in France, like we talked about yesterday. This is a castle in Japan. See how it looks very different? And ooh, this castle's in the Czech Republic. That's another country in Europe. Here we have a castle in South Korea. I think this one's my favorite. Here we have a castle in India. It almost looks like it's a part of the mountain that it's on top of. Here we have a castle in Cambodia. Pretty beautiful. Here we have one in Vietnam. This is a castle in South Africa. This is a castle in Egypt. Egypt is in northern Africa. This castle is in Ethiopia. This might be my second favorite one. Here we have a castle in Ghana. As you can tell, this castle is really old. This is a castle in Somalia. It looks like it's a part of the desert. This castle is in Colombia. That's in South America. This castle is in Chile. This castle is in Mexico. Now it's your turn to design your own castle using whatever you have at home. It could be crayons. You could use the Play-Doh we've given you. You could use blocks. You could use paper towel rolls or toilet paper rolls or cups or blocks. But I want you to make your own castle and upload a picture of it on Seesaw. So click on that link below. I hope you liked looking at all of those different castles.